Hi, it's Scott from LDSScripturestudy.com. When you're studying the Gospel, it's nice to be able to search through online databases. There are several good ones available, like the conference talks, or the Gospel Topics section of the church website. We also have the BYU Speeches website, or the Encyclopedia of Mormonism, the Scripture Citation Index, and there are the Journal of Discourses also available. But what if you had your own database that you could search through? Imagine you could put anything into it that you want. Things like Microsoft Word files, regular text files, PDF files, HTML files, or even ebooks. Well, guess what? That's absolutely possible. Not only possible, but very easy. I want to show you how we can do this. So we're going to head over to the Mormon Texts Project. That's at mormontextsproject.org. And we're going to grab some of the ebooks that they have here. We'll grab Lectures on Faith. The EPUB format is very common, so we're going to take that one, the one with no images. And when you save these, you're going to want to save them into their own specific folder just for this purpose. So we'll say LDS database is the name of our folder. Okay. So we're going to save that there. And we'll go back. We'll grab Key to the Science of Theology, EPUB with no images, save file. Remember to save it into your ebooks folder. We're going to grab also Jesus the Christ, EPUB with no images. Okay, we're going to save that. Go back, grab House of the Lord. Save file. Okay, save. We'll go back. And really, you could essentially grab everything that's here. Also, we'll get Gospel Doctrine. Okay, so now we have a small selection of files that we're going to search through. Keep in mind that you could copy and paste information from any website and save it into a Microsoft Word file, for example, and put it in that same folder. Now that we have a collection of ebooks set up, we need to grab the search program part of it. And for that, we're going to use DocFetcher. Go to docfetcher.sourceforge.net, and that's where we're going to download this program. We're going to click on download, and it first asks you if you have Java or not. If you don't, go ahead and click on the link there to download and install Java. Since I'm on a Mac, I'm going to click on OS X here. If you're on Windows, click on the other one. So we're going to go ahead and start that. Agree and start free download. Once that's done, we'll go back to DocFetcher here, and then we're going to download the installer. For Windows, that will be this one here. For the Mac, which is what I'm on, it will be this one here. So go ahead and download that. And once it's done downloading, go ahead and install it. So once you have downloaded it and you've installed it, let's run it. When you first run it, it should look something like this. If you have these boxes over here that look like this, go ahead and minimize them by clicking the little minus button there so that it looks just like this. So now we have to tell the program where our data is that we want to search through. So we're going to right click, create index from, select folder. Now you're going to browse to the folder that has the ebooks in it that we just downloaded. So I'm going to go to downloads and LDS database, and you can see my ebooks there. So I'm going to click open. Now it's going to ask me how I want to index it. I'm just going to hit run, and it's going to start indexing. Then it is finished. So I can now go through and search on any topic that comes to mind, charity. And the higher the score here, the greater the likelihood that it has information that's what we're looking for. We'll click on that. And over here to the right, there are buttons that will allow you to go through each of the hits on the search that you did. So we can scroll through and see our results. Now remember, anytime that you add any file to that folder that has the ebooks in it, you're going to have to rebuild the index. To do that, you right click on the index and you click rebuild index. This box pops up and you hit run and it rebuilds the index. So anytime you add any file to it, rebuild that index. So now we have our own search engine that we can put anything into and search through it, and that gives us another resource that we have to go through and research.